The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
A most pleasant good evening to you from Fred Rust Arena as the 2024-25 ACHA Men's Division I regular season for the University of Delaware Blue Hens is set to kick off in just a few minutes. James Witherite, pleased to be back with you all for another season of Blue Hens hockey. We're live from the 412 Communications press box high atop the stands of Fred Rust Arena. And without further ado, let's jump right into the Limestone Pension Associates lineup cards for tonight's game, starting on the Delaware side of the red line. First game for these Blue Hens under Todd Mittelmeyer for this season. Jacob Snellenberg, the senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, back in net. He gets the call tonight. Last year, he was 12-5-2 with a goals against average of .247 and a save percentage of .913. A number of key returners back tonight, along with Ryan Rodriguez, Justin Guelph, and Tanner Mahoney, who teamed up for 37 goals during last season. We'll see Riley Donor joined at the blue line by an alumnus of the Philadelphia Little Flyers of the Eastern Hockey League in Brady Burke. With the Little Flyers last season, he had 3 goals and 14 assists. Riley Donor, solid 200-foot defenseman for the Blue Hens. 2 goals and 14 helpers last year for the senior from Hershey, Pennsylvania. On the other side of the red line, Tyler Groth's Concordia Ann Arbor Cardinals off to a good start. 2 weekends ago, they swept Oakland 6-0, 6-3. This will be the first we see of Nolan Foster in net. He'll be backed up by Connor Carroll, who had a shutout against Oakland a couple weeks ago. Mason Blow and Derek Hebner will handle starting defensive duties. We'll see McCarthy Clark alongside Nicholas Twombly and Carson Ediger up front for the Cardinals. Derek Hebner, so far, leading point contributor for the Cardinals with 2 goals and 4 assists in 2 games played. So a lot of power at the blue line, but for this Cardinals team, they're going without 7 of their 10 top point earners last year. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long, the presenting partner of the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be go time for the 2024-25 Blue Hens season. We're live on the Delaware Hockey Network here on the 412, brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena as we get ready to commence the 2024-25 ACHA Men's Division I season. Cardinals and Blue Hens about to meet for the first time since we've been here. James Witherite joining you on the Delaware Hockey Network. In advance of the first half of this weekend 2-game set. And without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. The American Collegiate Hockey Association presents this evening's Men's Division I matchup between the visiting Concordia University of Ann Arbor Cardinals and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Be sure to follow your Blue Hens all season long by visiting udelhockey.com. Fans, let's meet this evening's starting lineups. For the visiting Concordia University of Ann Arbor Cardinals, coached by Tyler Groth. Starting in goal, number 35, Nolan Foster. On defense, number 4, Mason Blow. And number 23, Derek Hebner. At left wing, number 89, Carson Ediger. At right wing, number 21, McCarthy Clark. And starting at center, number 37, Nicholas Twombly. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. Let's meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. At left wing, a senior from Kenilworth, New Jersey, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. At right wing, a junior from Kendall Park, New Jersey, we call him the Storm, number 21, Justin Guelph. Starting at center, a sophomore from Venetia, Pennsylvania, number 36, Tanner Mahoney. On defense, a freshman from Denver, Pennsylvania, number 24, Brady Burke. And a senior from Hershey, Pennsylvania, your captain, number 18, Riley Donor. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Baines, and Eric Sterren, assisted by Anthony Mazzio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Owen Doan and Brent Kendall, and linesman John Poling. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And without further ado, the stage has been set for the 2024-25 Delaware Blue Hens Men's Division I season opener. As you can see on your TV, the Blue Hens in their home whites, blue helmets, blue pants, traveling left to right in period number 1, backstop by Jacob Snellenberg. The Concordia University Cardinals in their away blacks, moving right to left in opening period action. Ready to go for period number 1. John Poling with the opening drop, and on we go with the Hens setting up in their own zone. Tanner Mahoney races up the left wing boards, cross ice pass to Justin Guelph, but he bobbles it at the top of the near circle as the Hens generate a fast break 2-on-2. This back to the left point. No, off the post that rang from Donor's chance. Oh my, 25 seconds in and nearly the Hens light the lamp on the first shift. Botched breakout pass held in by Guelph, nearly taken away by Twombly to no avail. There, the first shot of the game comes from the top of the left circle, and this is held on to by Foster for a pause and play, 35 seconds into the first period. Fresh legs on for both sides. Second line for the Delaware Blue Hens, centered by Chance DeBolt. He's flanked by Luke Doshin and Dominic Guido. DeBolt won the draw. Holding the left point was Straubinger. Now the Coloradan, Luke Doshin, angled off the puck by Merrick Drennan. Working this clear is Benoit. Recovered at center by Straubinger. He lost his balance over that center line. Here comes Dominic Guido with a backhand chance as his momentum carried him to the near corner. Didn't have the angle on the shot. Doshin protects. Throws the puck off the corner board's near side. This is batted out of harm's way by Drennan. The carom shot up the far side. Held in briefly by Straubinger. Recovered by DeBolt, as trying to walk free was Lindell, but to no avail. Garrett Benoit swats the puck off the cap rail of the corner boards. Taken back by DeBolt. He shoots. This is caught and held for the pause and play. Faceoff comes to the near circle. Diaz victorious over Braden Tales at the near side. The Gould shot from high in the zone was blocked in heavy net front traffic. This is swatted clear by Carlson. Recovered by Gould at center. Trying to drive forward is Cody Diaz, but he stood up just inside the line by Derek Hebner, leading point scorer for the Cardinals with 2 goals and 4 assists in 2 games played. The Cardinals swept Oakland in their opening series September 13 and 14. Lowe leads a 2-on-2 off the stretch pass. Lost control of the puck, tried to chase it down behind the net. The other 17, Gavin Scally, tries to gain control for Concordia, but this comes back into neutral ice where Riley Donor is able to reset. Puck out of play in front of us, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Into the first period. Face-off will be spotted right in front of the 412 Communications press box, just above the Concordia blue line. Alex Infanger joined by Nicholas Twombly at the near dot, so a 4-1 mismatch in this neutral zone face-off. And the Cardinals unable to get past Will Gould, who holds the line for the Blue Hens. Rather, that was Trevor Early. The apertures on those numbers still a little bit tough to differentiate between 3s and 6s and 8s and 9s. If you remember the Portland Trailblazers of the NBA and their uniforms from a couple decades ago, that's the number font we're working with, friends. Mason Blow corrals a loose puck. He chips it off the glass. Ahead to Ediger, but not out, as Early steps up to apply forechecking pressure. A.J. Muley at the center of that 2-a-side battle 2 mid-zone. Donor turns on the forechecking heat, but here comes Ediger in a 1-on-1. He's slowed up by Burke. He got the shot on net, but unable to get the rebound chance cleanly was Twombly after Snellenberg made the initial save at his first of the regular season. We're 3 minutes in from Fred Rust Arena. There is no score. Play halted. Looks like we've got our first penalty of the game. And we'll see what we've got. We had an arm up. It is Rodriguez going. Particulars to come as the Blue Hens go on their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty, a bench minor for too many players on the ice. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 7 seconds in the first period. Delaware bench minor, too many players on the ice at 3:07. Twombly brings the puck out of a pack mid-slot. He gets it back Gets a shot away off the feed from McCarthy Clark, but Snellenberg turns this aside, and this is cleared. Stretch pass from Hebner is tipped over the line by Lindell. Burt can't carry him it clear. Blau protects the left point for Concordia. Advancing pass to Ayotte leads to a shot from Benoit from the near corner, which skittered through the top of the blue paint over to the far side, and the Hens clear. 43 seconds remaining on this first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Blue Hens. In comes Lindell, poked at by Burke in the near corner. Cycled to Ayotte. Lindell walks through, gets a shot through from the slot. This is caught and held by Jacob Snellenberg for a break in the action with 15-17 to go in opening period play. 24 seconds left on the PK for the Hens. Mahoney, Guelph, Mark, and Donor. The quartet on. Puck went over the glass and out of action. So right back in the same spot. Guelph and Benoit square off. Puck skitters to the left point, held in by Merrick Drennan. To Lindell. Working the corner now is Benoit after the face-off win. He leaves his high to Drennan. Shot stick checked by Tanner Mahoney. Picking up the puck here is Justin Guelph on a breakaway. Guelph shot. He gets the rebound. He scores! The Storm strikes at 5:08. Justin Guelph lights the lamp for the Hens. It's 1-0. Up the middle he comes. Justin Guelph gets his own rebound after Foster makes the initial save. And 5 minutes and 8 seconds into the first period. The Blue Hens strike first. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Time of the even strength goal, 5 minutes, 8 seconds of the first period. Guelph's first from Mahoney at 5:08. Quick restart in the attacking zone after Doshin's shot was stonewalled by Foster. Ediger takes a hit from Doshin, but is able to find Twombly on the breakout pass. This drop back to Clark at the point. Good puck movement here from Concordia. The close-up shot from Carson Ediger crashing the slot was turned aside by Snellenberg and brought back now through neutral territory by Luke Doshin up the right side and in. This is shoveled on net by Danny Berg, the Angelino, but to no avail. 6:40 gone in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Delaware Blue Hens jumping out to the early advantage off that gorgeous breakaway from Justin Guelph. Will Gould gains the center line before dumping in. This is caught and held by Nolan Foster for a pause in play with 13:02 to go in opening period action. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation or visit injuryde.com. Icing against the Cardinals. Hens tend to favor these right circle faceoffs in the attacking zone, and the Iron Man Cody Diaz wins the draw. Gould threw the puck into a congested slot, trying to hack it in from in close was Tracy, but he was outmanned by black and red sweaters. Gould protects the right point to Diaz, walking the line, centering pass intended for Tommy Tracy, sailed right through traffic and all the way back into Delaware territory, where the freshman from Warminster, Pennsylvania, Luke Panapresso, recovers. Diaz off his backhand at center, flips the puck into the near corner of the Concordia zone, where Merrick Drennan tries to settle things down for the Cardinals. This is left in neutral territory by Scally for Owen Guin, who tried to accelerate up the middle but ran into neutral zone traffic against a strong Hens back check. We are 8 minutes into the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Infanger stripped of the puck by Tails, who drives it back into Delaware's end. Gould at the base of his own bench, threads this up the left wing boards, losing his footing in a battle for the biscuit right in front of the scorer's table. That was Drennan. Alongside him was Tracy, who just got pummeled after the Hens gained the zone. Tracy at the bottom of this pack and play his whistle to a halt with 11 minutes and 42 seconds to go in opening period action. And linesman John Poling getting in as a few choice words are exchanged by Cardinals and Blue Hens, and this looks like it's going to come back into neutral ice. Indeed it is. John Poling spotting the faceoff just above the Cardinals' blue line with 11:42 to go in the first period. Infanger and Tails meet for the draw. Infanger's side drives the puck back into the Concordia end. Mason blows breakout pass, took a Delaware stick. A.J. Mulet's shot was well off its intended target. So the Hens still at 5 shots on goal. To Concordia's 4, and this was way offside. So as we work our way to the 9-minute mark of the first period, Delaware resetting in their own zone after giving way in a neutral zone faceoff. It's worth noting on that offside infraction against Concordia, the 2-1 official system being used tonight, 2 referees and 1 linesperson. Our referees Owen Doan and Brent Kendall. Our linesperson, John Poling, whom we usually see in the orange armbands. Tonight he's on linesperson duty. As we see this hybrid officiating system for the first time this season. We've seen it a fair bit in AAU college hockey. We've seen it at showcases and festivals. But I think this might be a first for Fred Rust Arena. Mahoney back at center. Up the left wing boards he goes. Ethan Lindell strips the puck from him, leaves it behind his own net. We're looking for space. Garrett Benoit was swarmed by the forechecking Justin Guelph. Stretch pass lofted up the middle. Straubinger throws a shoulder at Clark as they converge on the puck. Support offered by Twombly for Concordia. The centering feed to Ediger was broken up by Berg, doing well to clog up the low slot. This thrown in from Twombly, sticked away by Snellenberg, but the angle wasn't there. Hens clear off the near glass. Drennan cycles to Ediger. Stretch pass up the middle. Getting stick on puck was Clark, but this goes over and out with 9:34 to go in the first. So play resumes in neutral territory. After that puck, I thought it glanced off the glass before going into the netting, but referee Owen Doan says otherwise, and this comes back into neutral ice. Hens drive back from left to right into Concordia territory, but Chance DeBolt's momentum was stunted by a sea of black and red. Snellenberg tried to set up Guido on the breakout, but a solid Concordia forecheck had other plans. Here's Doshin. No! The winger was offside. And we're going to have another. We're going to back this up. We're going to have another look. We'll get that queued up for you at the next stoppage. One of the downfalls of the 2-1 system, the linesperson's coverage. I think John was right there. But the linesperson's coverage has to be split between both lines. Which makes it hard for him to commit to the determining edge when the other one he's got to adjudicate's 52 feet away. Dump and change for the Cardinals as Tails rings this behind the Delaware goal. Burke to Tracy. Poked away by Carlson in neutral ice. Carlson throws one on net. Snellenberg falls on the puck, and we've got a pause. We're going to look at this again in slow motion. That's tight, friends. The initial reaction from upstairs, too, was offside. And a puck out of play with 7:57 to go in the first. Gives us another face-off to the right of Jacob Snellenberg. Lowe couldn't clear. The Lindell shot was wide. Rolling puck corralled by Burke behind his own goal. He tries to stretch this forward to Diaz, but it's going to come back and icing with 7:43 remaining in opening period play from Fred Rust Arena. It's 1-0. Delaware with the lead over the Concordia and Arbor Cardinals. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Hens win the D-zone draw. Burke to his D partner, Riley Donor, behind the cage. This thrown beyond the reach of Andrew Lowe. And we've got another icing. 7.5 to go in the first. And we are going to get right back where we started from here. Diaz forced to stay on. Tails in for the draw across from him. 5/8 of the first period in our rearview mirror. And Delaware's got a 1-0 lead. Hard shot from Donor. Caught and held. And some extracurriculars following the save from Nolan Foster. This going to come outside as a result? Or is the manpower going to be decreased? We'll see what Owen Doan has to say. Looks like the 17s are both off. And this will be at the 12:49 mark of the first period. And Diaz is going to take a seat too. Captains Braden Tales and Shane Straubinger getting the story from Owen Doan. And the Hens are going to go on a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. We should be 5-on-4. As the penalties to Scally and Lowe should cancel out. Leaving the cross check up. Indeed, that's the case. We are 5-on-4. Here at the 12:49 mark of the second period, and the second Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Concordia penalty assessed to number 17, Gavin Scally, 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalties assessed to number 17, Andrew Lowe, 2 minutes for roughing, and number 37, Cody Diaz, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalties, 12 minutes 49 seconds in the first period. Scally and Lowe, 2 each for roughing. Diaz, 2 for cross-checking. Time of the penalties, 12:49 in the first period. 43 seconds gone on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Clark's shot was blocked. Straubinger clears. Infanger keeps the forechecking pressure on Foster. Or rather, it was on Benoit. This puck tied up to the left of Snellenberg, who stopped all 5 shots he's seen. We're into the final 6 minutes of the opening period of play. Gaining this puck and rifling it free up the far side was Tommy Tracy. Foster steadies. Drennan back to recover. And this will come back an icing. 5:42 to go in the first period. 31 seconds remaining on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. And the Hens, shorthanded for another half minute, get an attacking zone faceoff to try to double up the Cardinals in first period play. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Final seconds of the penalty kill have expired. Diaz back to the bench. The 17s will be allowed to rejoin play at the next stoppage. Rodriguez tries to barrel through the slot in a 2-on-2. Centering pass to Muley did not connect. Berg bodied into the near glass by Tales, supported well by Rodriguez, who leaves this high. Long shot in from Donors, skips wide of the near post, off the backboards. Guelph could not protect cleanly. Mahoney through the slot trying to corral a bouncing puck. He barely protects the zone as he's pushed toward the blue line by Concordia's Jackson Blau. fans want a cross-check as Rodriguez was bodied down net front. He and Blau boxing out for position again with 4.5 to go in the first period. Delaware's got a 1-0 lead over Concordia of Ann Arbor. That shot from Guelph from the top of the left circle was turned aside by Foster. No rebound chance availed the Hens, as the Cardinals D-Corps did a good job clogging up the slot. Here's Guelph looking for another shot. Stick checked offline, protected by Rodriguez. Berg turns this into the corner. Mahoney tries to walk through traffic to no avail, reaching for the puck and backhanding it up the near side. That was Braden Tales, but he couldn't clear. Danny Berg holding the zone for Delaware. Inside the final 4 of the first minute. This shot launched in by Donor from distance, again just off his mark. Recovering is Mahoney. Drop pass behind the back to Guelph. Working through the slot. Guelph backhand through the slot. Tied up are Carlson and Rodriguez. They get back on their feet. Looks like there's part of a stick that was shoveled out of the slot. And a covered puck under the glove of Nolan Foster gives us another break in the action with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in opening period play. Nolan Foster scrambling for the last word there. He stopped 7 of 8 Delaware shots so far. 3:34 to go in the first period. And his Cardinals, try as they might, struggling to generate any sort of meaningful momentum against these Blue Hens on the big ice at Fred Rust Arena. Chance to bolt. Flanked by Doshin and Guido, awaiting his face-off adversary. It comes in the form of McCarthy Clark. 3.5 to go in the first period. Another quick shot. This came from Will Gould, caught and held by Foster. Face-off again to Foster's right. Three and a half to go. Gould pushed back to center to recover the puck. The headman pass to DeBolt resulted in a shot that went well wide. Gould holding the line. Pushed back into neutral ice by Clark. Walking up the right side, here's Gavin Scally. Scally denied by Eric Mark, who laid out to steal the puck. 2-on-2 for the Hens. In comes Guido. He was angled to the near corner by Mason Blow, checked off the vulcanized rubber. Doshin tries to trap it along the kick plate in the near corner of the Concordia zone, but it's wristed out of his control by Derek Hebner. Burke protects. Volleyed back to Hebner. This skips over the line and all the way up ice, where Mark is able to play at 5 feet before the goal line, so no danger of icing for Concordia. Doshin tried to set up Tracy to no avail. 2-on-2 the other way. The shot from Murray was on target. The follow-up chance after the Snellenberg save was wide of the near post. 2:12 to go in the first period. Tracy back at center. Taken away by Murray. Thrown in, paddled by Snellenberg to the far corner. This is cleared by Donor. Pushed out to center by Diaz, rifled back in by Yorkunas. Final 105 seconds of the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Delaware with the 1-0 lead, and they've got an attacking zone face-off coming up. As Foster makes the save on a long Delaware shot. $100 to go. In opening period action. Alex Infanger in across from Twombly, leaving the puck behind the Concordia goal. This is cleared off the Karam shot and sticked over the glass and out. Face-off spotted at center after the puck went out of play. Fourth line remaining on for Delaware. Muley to Infanger. Trevor Early, the third component of this final forward line. The Daniel Berg shot was tipped over the glass and out of action by Foster. And the Hens will gain an attacking zone draw with 79 seconds to go in the first. Still the lone goal of the game. The Justin Guelph breakaway. 5 minutes and 8 seconds into the first period. Speaking of Guelph, he's back on with Rodriguez and Mahoney. Hens win the attacking zone faceoff, but a turnover high in the zone sees Ayotte try to split Delaware backcheckers, ultimately to no avail. Final 66 of the period. Rodriguez to Guelph. Drop pass back to Rodriguez, top of the circle. Here a shot from Daniel Berg. Made it through traffic. Kicked aside by Nolan Foster. Strong back check. 3 defenders against Ethan Lindell on his way back into Delaware territory. Final 40 in the first. Lindell tries to dipsy-doodle past Straubinger. And the whistle of Owen Doan sounds. And here we go. Oh my goodness. Not even a period in and all hell's breaking loose at Fred Rust Arena. Everybody's got a dance partner. Lindell looked like he's favoring his knee. Was there knee-on-knee contact? We've got plenty to get through here, friends, with 34 seconds to go in the first period. We'll get the particulars from downstairs momentarily. Lindell's going to head off. Up on his own power, we're happy to report. As he heads off to the dressing room for further attention. So standing by on what's to come at the 19:26 mark of the first period. As Tails and Guido get the rest of the story from referees Owen Doan and Brent Kendall. Some spectators walking in with their U Dairy Creamery ice cream. One of the hallmarks of the University of Delaware Blue Hens game day experience. Oh my goodness, here we go. A pair of 5 and a shower is dished out. And we'll give you the tale now. Concordia penalty. Assessed to number 95, Merrick Drennan. 5 minutes plus a game misconduct for holding the face mask. Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 12, Shane Straubinger. 5 minutes and a game misconduct for kneeing. Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 26 seconds in the first period. Drennan, 5 in game for holding the face mask. Straubinger, 5 in game for kneeing. Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 26 seconds in the first period. So referees Owen Doan and Brent Kendall offering explanations to both coaches. Where's this going to restart? I feel like it's in front of the Delaware bench or center ice. This is ruled a center ice restart with 34 seconds to go in the first period. The majors cancel each other out. We're going to be 5-on-5 for the remainder of opening period play. Pretty sure we're 5-on-5 here. Indeed we are. We saw a 2-minute penalty posted on the Concordia side of the scoreboard, but indeed we are 5-on-5. As the time on each side of the score sheet cancels out the other. Final 20 in the first period. Guido works this up the left wing boards. Cross ice pass sailed behind DeBolt. Doshin tips it into the near corner. He takes a body from Tails. Final 7. Gould's shot from the right point was sticked down and away by Hebner. Final seconds of the opening period ticking away, and that will do it. 20 minutes are in the books. The score through 20 minutes, Delaware Blue Hens 1, Concordia Ann Arbor Cardinals 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
First period in the books. There we go. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over the Concordia University Cardinals. And a look at the lone goal of that first period. Born of the takeaway from Tanner Mahoney. And a Justin Guelph breakaway off his own rebound. Put the Hens on the board, 5 minutes and 8 seconds into the first period. Shots 11-6 in Delaware's favor through the first 20. And John Poling is just about ready to drop the puck. On second period play from Fred Rust Arena. And they're off in the second. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, a reminder, Concordia traveling left to right in second period play. In their away black sweaters, Delaware moving right to left in their home whites. Justin Guelph steered to the near corner by Hebner. Leaves us high in the zone. The shot from Burke made it on target, but it was turned by Foster again to the near corner. Burke holds the right point, tries to carom the puck in, but this is cleared out of harm's way by Mason Blow, and this comes back an icing. Delaware attacking zone. We reckon they'll want the right side. Indeed they do. As Chance DeBolt, Dominic Guido, and Luke Doshin all together approach for the far dot. They love those right circle face-offs, and through the first 20 minutes of play, Delaware were at 61%. In face-offs won, 18-11. The official breakdown from our statistician and production assistant extraordinaire, Eli Swope. Lucas Menard, our videographer tonight, picking it all up pretty quickly as he breaks his 4-1-2 maiden. Puck tied up in the far corner of the Concordia zone. Doshin's got it trapped. Twombly plays the body on him. DeBolt pitchforks away to try to get the puck free. Penalty coming up, says Brent Kendall, and it will be against Concordia. This glove down by Doshin. He turns and shoots off the feed from DeBolt, but it was just off target. This is kick clear. The two things Concordia needs for the stoppage: possession and control of the puck. And there they get it. A minute 55 into the second period. Twombly's going to go for tripping. And the Blue Hens are going to go to their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. Learn more about Delaware Sports Medicine's commitment to health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities at desportsmed.com. Concordia of Ann Arbor penalty. Assessed to number 37, Nicholas Twombly. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 1 minute 55 seconds in the second period. Twombly 2 for tripping at 1:55. Centering pass from Mahoney didn't make it to Rodriguez. He was double teamed in the low slot. Guelph, Donor, Rodriguez. Skip pass off the far boards to Guelph again. He leaves this behind the net. A little too hot for Mahoney to handle that pass. Swarming in on him was Mason Blow to try to force the attacking zone turnover from the Blue Hens' perspective. Guelph high to Donor. He's got space to work with just inside the line. Guelph throws this through the slot. Guido couldn't get stick on puck. It was tipped to the near corner and fired clear by Braden Tales. After that fast break out of a penalty kill 5 minutes into the first period, the Hens have been pretty well silenced by Concordia. They've tightened up their back check. And that's turned A-grade chances into B-grade chances pretty quickly. Another clear. This time from Sims. Here's Berg going coast to coast. Figuratively this time. Centering pass. Doshin stick lifted on the doorstep by Blau. This swatted in by Lowe. He got that one on net. But Foster kicked it back into a congested slot. And the Concordia penalty kill has expired. Tracy through traffic. Chip shot from close off his backhand right into Foster's leg. Mark holds the right point for the Hens off the failed Concordia clear. Tracy looking for space to Danny Berg, working the near half wall. Berg turns this behind the net. Rolling behind the cage, Doshin pushes the puck off his backhand up to the base of his own bench before cycling to DeBolt. So Delaware prolonging their power play 2 unit as Tracy turns this back up the near side to Berg holding the point. Berg let one go through traffic. It was tipped to the near dot. Trying to get stick on puck was Murray, but DeBolt got there a half step quicker, couldn't generate the shot. Berg bobbles off the feed up the near side from Tracy, and the Hens have to regroup in neutral ice. We are 5 minutes into the second period. Delaware 1, Concordia 0. In their first of 2 meetings this weekend. Stretch pass up the middle. Diaz, just above the blue line, was surrounded by a quartet of Cardinal defenders. Quick counterattack came from McCarthy Clark. Holding for the save was Jacob Snellenberg. Seeing this again on instant replay is just out of the picture. McCarthy Clark got a shot away. But we saw Snellenberg absolutely up with save number 7. This thrown in from the right point, and Eaton. Driven back in by Blow from center after the Hens cleared. Early strip of the puck. It's loose in front. Trying to jam it in was Ayotte, but he was boxed out. Alex Infanger hanging close to home. Back checking center for this fourth line Blue Hens combination. Helping to keep this a 1-0 game. Snellenberg lost his paddle. So it is Infanger going without a stick. Snellenberg's lumber is up around the dot. This studied behind the net by Jacob Snellenberg. Played up the left wing boards and out by Luke Panapresso. Early lost his footing after fielding the stretch pass. Mahoney throws a shoulder in at tails to try to maintain momentum for the Hens. 3-on-3 counterattack. Shot from Sims and a save from Snellenberg. Another Jacob Snellenberg stop. Another attacking zone face-off for the Cardinals. Snelly gets his 8th of the night. We're 6.5 into the second period from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over Concordia Ann Arbor in their first of 2 meetings this weekend. And if our long-term memory serves us right, these will be their only 2 meetings ever. Maybe they met somewhere a couple decades ago, I don't know. But as long as I've been here, the Cardinals have never been on the Blue Hen schedule. 7 gone in the second. Hens with 4 shots so far in the second period. No particularly quality chances among them, though. Neutral zone turnover. Hebner steered by Rodriguez to the near wall at the Delaware blue line and stripped of the puck. Doshin muscles this back in over the Concordia stripe. Ediger gives it away to DeBolt. Doshin winds up. The Coloradans' shot was just off target. DeBolt can't control the rebound. Racing back the other direction is Gavin Scally, bodied by DeBolt at the blue line. Rodriguez recovers for the Hens. Odd man rush. Up the middle, Doshin. Drop past DeBolt. Shot blocked from Hebner. Getting in the way of DeBolt's rifle from 45 feet. This will come back an icing. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. 11:56 remaining in the second period. Hens with an attacking zone face-off. A shot from Mark. Blocked by Foster. No rebound opportunity availed as Diaz was canceled out by Clark. This portion of Delaware Hockey Network coverage brought to you by Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. Berg brings the puck behind the net. Picked up by Carson Ediger. It wobbles behind the net and is advanced by Clark. Ahead to Twombly, but taken away by Diaz. Nearing the midpoint of the second period. Hens with 16 shots on Nolan Foster. They've only been able to get one through Berg from long distance. Denied by Foster, and Lowe couldn't generate the secondary opportunity. Berg again working the left point. Karams this low. Tracy could not find Lowe waiting at the dot. 2-on-1 the other direction. This shot from Twombly. Best chance of the day for Concordia. It skipped off the crossbar and into the back glass. Eaton back inside his line to recover for the Cards. D-to-D feed. The pass up the far side from Carlson was broken up. Tracy shovels this over the line off the far boards. Diaz centering pass and a goal from Danny Berg. The Hens double up as the Angelino finds the back of the Concordia net. It's now 2-0. We see it again. On the replay, Diaz and Tracy are going to get the helpers. And 9:45 into the second period. It is now a 2-0 hockey game. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 3, Daniel Berg. Assisted by number 37, Cody Diaz. And number 28, Tommy Tracy. And the Hens have just gotten themselves a third. The early bird strikes. It's 3-0. This comes just 27 seconds after the one before it. And we need to give that one another look, just to be sure we've got all the particulars. We'll get to that momentarily. As the Hens go on another Delaware sports medicine power play after potting 2 quick ones against Concordia. DESportsmed.com. Time of Delaware's second goal was 9 minutes 45 seconds in the second period. So Berg's first from Diaz and Tracy at 9:45. Delaware's third goal, first of the season, scored by number 8, Trevor Early, assisted by number 13, A.J. Muley, and number 4, Alex Infanger. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 12 seconds in the second period. Early's first from Muley and Infanger at 10:12. Concordia University Ann Arbor penalty, assessed to number 15, Jack Carlson. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 19 seconds in the second period. Carlson 2 for high sticking at 10:19. So we're all caught up, and it took us, 70 seconds of this Delaware Sports Medicine power play to do so. Hens building up a commanding 3-0 lead. Looking for a fourth. That shot was blocked. Doshinen up the right wing boards, throws the puck toward the cage. This is covered and held by Nolan Foster for a pause with 8:08 to go in the second period. And his Concordia Ann Arbor Cardinals struggling to generate momentum. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your team and your fans, your brand, and your clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, East Lansing, everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. Last wave of the power play, Danny Berg. After gaining the zone, drops this to DeBolt, up high to Brady Burke. Around the umbrella, this goes to Tracy, working the left half wall. Cardinals back to full strength. Advancing pass finds Doshin, working the near corner of the Concordia end. Tails turns up the pressure on him. This is flipped clear up the far boards. Those sleeve numbers awfully tiny on the Concordia sweaters. It was Jack Carlson who turned play back to center. Net front feed. Doshin. No, not the first time, not the second time. Couple quick shots on Nolan Foster, who had the last word for the 15th and 16th times tonight. But it's the three that have evaded him. Guelph, Berg, and Early. That so far have made the difference. 7 and change to go in the second period of a 3-0 hockey game. And a 3-on-3 counterattack from Concordia off the D-zone draw. The cross-ice feed to Blau saw him checked off his feet as he tried to get a shot away. Burke finds Early. Infanger could not advance to Muley in neutral territory. This is offside. Early up the middle. Jump the gun, says John Poling. And the face-off will come outside the Concordia blue line with 6:47 to go in the second period. Delaware leading Concordia Ann Arbor 3-0. The 11-hour trip for the Cardinals took a hair longer than the 11 hours initially anticipated. So this game off to a start about 25 minutes later than originally built. Everybody arrived safely, but there's nothing easy about walking off a bus, lacing up, and getting right to action. After Guelph was denied by a Foster pad save, a failed Concordia counterattack then gave way to a Delaware 2-on-2, and the Mahoney shot was directed into the rafters and out. Where's this going to go? Zone was gained, so John Poling spots this face-off to the left of Foster. Probably the more salient point in the placement being the fact that Mahoney's shot was stick-checked into the rafters and thus out of play. It did not go out unabated. Murray working the left point. DeBolt steals the puck from Yerkunis in the near corner. Donor gains control. Advance to Guido. Cross ice feed, belt high. Doshin tips it to the far wall. Puck out of play. As ruled by Poling. Looked like it hit a Delaware player in the bench area. They lose territory as a result with 5:16 to go. In the second period, a 3-0 lead. Momentum squarely in their favor. Here in the second period, the Hens have outshot Concordia. Get this, friends, 10-2. Make it 11 as chance to Bolt got a chance in from point blank range. Foster up big with another save. Burke holds the point off the failed Carlson clear. He caroms this hard behind the net. It comes to the near half wall. Donor holding the zone again for Delaware near side as Doshin and DeBolt scrap to maintain possession and control. It was centered by Guido from the near corner. Nobody home. Scally works this up ice. He takes a body in the near corner from Doshin. Puck recovered by Burke. Launched clear. No icing. Tracy on that strong Delaware forecheck kept enough pressure on to keep play going with fluidity. This shot from Hebner cleared the crossbar, ricocheted off the back glass. Diaz sees his stick lifted as he tried to clear. Tyler Sims protecting the zone for Concordia. The setup to McCarthy. Clark saw him top the puck and it wobbled towards Snellenberg from close up. This is gloved down at center ice. Hebner denied by Jacob Snellenberg with 3:58 to go in the second period. And this, friends, deserves another look, and we're going to take it back to full speed. Wow. Great save there from Snelly to keep Concordia stunned silent. On what was their best chance of the game. The confessional line at the St. Thomas More Oratory on Saturday is going to be pretty long. Saturday's game's at 8:30, so I don't know if Father Ed Ogden's still there, but he'll have plenty of time to get through everybody. Clark's going to go off for a high stick. And the face-off to start this Delaware Sports Medicine power play is going to come to the right of Nolan Foster. Friends, if you're a competitive athlete like the gentleman we're seeing here, or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Concordia Ann Arbor penalty was assessed to number 21, McCarthy Clark. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 22 seconds in the second period. Clark 2 for high sticking at 16:22. Antepenultimate minute of the second period upon us. Rodriguez to Donor. He faked the slap shot from high in the zone before dishing to Guelph, working the right half wall. Back to Donor, through traffic, trying to redirect it on the doorstep was Guido to no avail. Tried to tip it in past Foster, but didn't get the angle he wanted. Rodriguez just held the line. Backdoor feed to Guido, no! And he takes a hip check behind the cage from Mason Blow, but holds on to the puck anyway. Wow! Dominic Guido with an absolute rocket from the top of the zone. The Hens score on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. It's 4-0. My goodness gracious. Here it comes again. Guido brings this to the top of the right circle. Bardowski. And the power play tally gives the Blue Hens their fourth of the night. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 38, Dominic Guido. Assisted by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. And number 21, Justin Guelph. Time of the power play goal, 17 minutes 40 seconds in the second period. Guido's first from Mahoney and Guelph at 17:40. It was a power play goal. This is an icing against the Cardinals. 1:51 to go in the second period. Hens flying high on opening night. Panapresso, one of the many newcomers on this team, protecting the left point off the face-off loss from his Delaware side. He's back deep in his own zone to try to set up a more deliberate attack after the flip back from Doshin. Panapresso gave it away briefly to Jurkunas, but in come the Hens barreling in. Guido tries again, but he's denied here by the glove of Foster. Face-off coming to Foster's right again, after he flashes the leather with 1:27 to go. Fresh blue Hens on. For the near circle draw, Cody Diaz giving way to Tails. And this is cleared up ice. Berg to Lowe. Beyond the reach of Cody Diaz. This is batted down by Mason Blow at the Concordia blue line. Tracy chips this in from neutral territory. Up the near side, Blow converges with Diaz. Tracy to Berg. Berg takes aim from distance. Friendly fire as Andrew Lowe got in the way of that one, boxing out for net front position. Here's another icing. 48 seconds to go in the second period. This is going to stay left side. Tanner Mahoney in the minority among Delaware centers. He likes these left circle faceoffs. The Pittsburghers squaring off with Tails. Tails victorious over the dot. Donor and Burke hustle back to their own line. Rodriguez off the stretch pass from Donor, centers to Mahoney, who walks in up the middle. Some stick work from a host of Concordia players, keeping him pinned at the blue line. And we're down to the final 23 seconds of period number 2. Mahoney in a 1-on-2. Angled off the puck by Carlson. Blow throws a shoulder at him in the near corner. Rodriguez gave it away to Twombly. Twombly races up the right dots. Final 5 seconds of the period. Kick save from Snellenberg from close range. So Snelly's a perfect 10 for 10 in the save department, and that will do it for the second period. 40 minutes complete. The score, Delaware Blue Hens 4, Concordia and Arbor Cardinals 0. We'll be back with the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware,
or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
This man, Jacob Snellenberg. No, it's not 28-4. It's indeed a 4-0 hockey game. As we're finding that the changes in the light wreak havoc on occasion with our scoreboard OCR software, but opening night jitters extend to the press box too, it seems. 4-0 through 40 minutes of hockey. And it was a Delaware tour de force in the second period to turn a 1-0 lead into a 4-0 lead. Goals from Danny Berg and Trevor Early, separated by just 27 seconds. Early off the Muley rebound, making it 3-0. And then it was Dominic Guido with a power play tally, trailing to the top of the right circle. He went bar down on Nolan Foster to make this a 4-0 Delaware lead. Shots 26-10 in favor of the Blue Hens over the Concordia Ann Arbor Cardinals. The sounds of Renegade fill Fred Rust Arena as Blue Hen Nation works to a fever pitch and the third begins. James Witherite joining you all here on the Delaware Hockey Network this evening. Thanks to the entire crew. Our videographer tonight, Lucas Menard, getting the hang of it pretty quick. His first night on the job with us here on the 412. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni. He'll be with us tomorrow along with Trey Wright. Our production assistant and statistician is Eli Swope. And of course, the most important component of this broadcast team, you joining us from wherever you may be in our worldwide audience here on the 412. The shot from Mahoney was wide. Gould converges with Ayotte. This will be an icing. 74 seconds elapsed in third period play. Mahoney's going to stay near side. It'll be Justin Guelph in to take the draw. And he does so across from Garrett Benoit. Panapresso cycled to Mahoney. This is left high to Will Gould working the line. Gould to the left corner. Kicks this high to Mahoney. Back to Gould as they switch positions. Mahoney trails to the top of the right circle. Gould winds up. Shot came back to him. One-timer from Mahoney from the bottom of the circle. Looked like Foster got a piece of it, but the trajectory of the shot was wide. This will not be an icing. Panapresso slowed down in pursuit of the puck in the far corner before the goal line. So play on, says Brent Kendall. Guelph gained the zone off the outlet pass, but he was checked off the line by Scally. Mason Blow recovered the puck and drove it back into the Hens' end. 2 minutes have elapsed in the third period of this 4-0 hockey game. Blue Hens with the advantage over Concordia Ann Arbor in their first of two meetings this weekend. Will do it all again. Tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific. Eric Mark winds up. He got that on net. Foster with the save. Puck is loose in front. Foster tried to cover it up to no avail. Berg winds up. Shot was tipped high in the atmosphere to the near corner. Tracy caroms it behind his back to Diaz. Andrew Lowe shooting from the dot. Tracy couldn't redirect it on the doorstep. Controlled by Diaz. He overskates the puck in the far corner. Now he's bodied down by Blow and then some. Unable to clear up the far side. Those tiny sleeve numbers getting in our way as Mark shoots here. It was Tails who couldn't work through up the far side, and we've got a stoppage with 16:38 to go in regulation. And Delaware with a comfy, cozy 4-0 lead over Concordia and Arbor. Faceoff's going to go to Foster's right, and we're going to take a look at what's to come this weekend on the Delaware Hockey Network tomorrow. Men's Division 1 will rematch Concordia and Arbor. As mentioned, game time 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Will be on the air 15 seconds earlier. Not 15 seconds, 15 minutes earlier. That feels a little bit better. Our pregame today was a little bit quick. McCarthy Clark with a shot turned aside by Snellenberg. Pregame was quick. It wasn't that quick. So 8:30 game time, 8:15 air time tomorrow, now that we've got that squared away. And then on Sunday, the UD ACHA Division II women's team will take on the United States Naval Academy. Always a good game when those two teams match up. Ashley Harper runs a heck of a program just outside the nation's capital at the Naval Academy. And they'll be here to take on the Blue Hen ladies. Game time 1:15 p.m. Eastern. And again, we'll be on the air 15 minutes earlier. 4.5 gone in the third period. A 4-0 game. Delaware leading Concordia and keeping the pressure on in droves in the attacking zone. Carlson, confronted by Doshin behind the net, tried to stretch the puck ahead to Lindell up the near side, overshot his man. Panapresso with time and space. Gets around the forechecker, Panapresso does. Guido well offside trying to track that puck down. He tags up as Mason Blow recovers. Blau off the feed from Blow, threw the puck off the far boards, diving on it to cover it up was Nolan Foster, and we've got a pause in action with 14:50 to go in regulation, and Delaware not yet resting on the laurels of a 4-0 lead. They just want to keep driving forward, and try to keep that momentum going, as after tomorrow, 9 of their next 11 games will be on the road. So after this weekend, we'll have to wait until the end of October before the boys are back in town. Rodriguez robbed. By Nolan Foster with 14:21 to go. Worth another look on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. As Ryan Rodriguez, the recipient of that outlet pass, cut through the slot, but ultimately couldn't convert for a Hens fifth. Coming to the 6-minute mark now of the third period. Mark to Berg. Back to Eric Mark. Headman pass out of the zone finds Mahoney. 3-on-3. Mahoney looking for space. He cut around Ross Eaton, but he couldn't toe drag the puck cleanly back to himself. Here's Ediger the other direction. 2-on-2 for Concordia. And the extracurriculars continue well after the whistle. McCarthy Clark at the center of it again. This is not his first rodeo. Took exception to Mahoney and Guelph both. And Clark just cost himself a power play. So we've got penalties both ways. .6:18 in the third period. And we'll get those particulars from downstairs. Looks like it will be a Delaware sports medicine power play for the Blue Hens. As again, everything getting sorted out downstairs. As the initial penalty was interference on McCarthy Clark. And then he and Mahoney exchanged roughing minors after the play had concluded. Concordia penalties assessed to number 21, McCarthy Clark. 2 minutes for interference, plus 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 36, Tanner Mahoney. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 6 minutes, 18 seconds in the third period. Clark, double minor. 2 for interference, 2 for roughing. Mahoney, 2 for roughing, all at 6:18. Play continues 5-on-4, Delaware on the power play. And they're on the man advantage for another 85 seconds. Berg flipped the puck past Hebner, chased it down behind the net. Doshin leaves this high in the zone to Tracy. Berg, low. Low shot. Blocked off the leg of Derek Hebner to the near corner. Low protects. He winds up again. He gets this one through traffic. It rang off Foster's pads and was directed to the far wall. Unable to chip this up the far boards was Twombly. And this will stay in Concordia territory with 12:38 to go. Delaware up 4-0. No, this is going to come outside the line. From our vantage point, we thought that was cleared from behind the stripe into the Concordia bench area, but John Poling says no, this stays in neutral ice. Guido with a net front dish denied by Foster. Cards clear. 36 seconds to go. On the Clark minor, that remained after the offsetting roughing minors. That chance from Rodriguez from 30 feet. Off the shoulder of Foster was directed to the far corner. Guido faked the one-timer off the donor setup. Rodriguez trying to get closer to the cage, but the other 22, Garrett Benoit, steers him to the far side. Taking aim was Guido from the high slot, but off his mark. Guelph holding the right side. Donor again fakes the slapper. Now the one-timer, he topped the puck off the setup from Rodriguez, and this will be cleared by the Cardinals. Concordia back to full strength. 8.5 minutes elapsed to the third period of this 4-0 hockey game. The drop pass from Guelph was intercepted. Cleared by Twombly. Owen Guin leads the 2-on-2 counterattack for Concordia Ann Arbor, but is stood up at the Delaware blue line by a nifty stick check. Cleared back the other way by Luke Panapresso. This is volleyed back. Pursuing is Carlson. Panapresso lets this go up the left wing boards. John Poling says there's no icing here. That was a playable puck right in front of the Concordia bench. Again, 2-on-2. Blown offside. On the entry to the Delaware zone with 10:51 to go in regulation. Faceoff comes in front of the Delaware bench area. Fourth line center Alex Infanger on for the Blue Hens. The boys in white and blue setting up in their own zone. Will Gould under 2-ply forechecking heat. Can't get the puck out cleanly. It's tied up mid-zone. Gould emerges after Infanger protected. 10.5 to go. As Delaware looks to put a bow on a home opener win in the works. A.J. Muley touch pass to Trevor Early. He was taken down. He got tangled up with Scally right at the Concordia blue line. Infanger hipped off the puck by Eaton. Stays with the play. Cross ice feed to Panapresso. Shot from the top of the left circle. Caught and held by Nolan Foster, who comes up with save number 30 of the night. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG, that's 302-466-5664, or visit injuryde.com. Tracy stripped of the puck just inside the line. One-on-one the other way. Lindell steered by Donor to the corner. Burke shoves him into the glass, and Doan's going to get him with a high hit. So Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time. Coming for the Blue Hens. Brady Burke's going to go for boarding. It's going to be a minor. And the face-off will come to the left of Snellenberg. As the Blue Hens line up a man down. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24, Brady Burke. 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 32 seconds in the third period. Burke, 2 for boarding at 10:32. .26 seconds gone on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Blue Hens. Here comes Diaz, 2-on-1. Diaz centering pass. Infanger looking for his second point of the night to no avail. There the penalty information for all of you tuning in from wherever you may be in our worldwide Delaware Hockey Network audience. Of course, in the USA Hockey Rulebook, boarding comes with an automatic misconduct attached to it. The ACHA plays according to the NCAA Rulebook, so referees are availed the option for a straight minor or a 5-minute major even for boarding if they feel the severity warrants it. On this Delaware side, it's worth noting, half dozen new players coming from the Eastern Hockey League. Brady Burke, one of them. having spent last season with the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Whereas the blue liner alongside the likes of Jack Costabile. He notched 3 goals and 14 assists through the course of the year. A couple Team Marylanders in Noah Goose and Andrew Lowe. Tim Briley from the New Jersey Bears. Oliver King out of action with an upper body injury, skated for the Rhode Island Hockey Club last year. 2 goals and 6 helpers in the very tough northern section of the Eastern Hockey League. Dylan Causey splitting time with Boston and Team Maryland last year as well. Hens back to full strength. 7 minutes to go. And as time ticks away for Concordia, this Delaware lead, I know, master of the obvious, gets all the more comfortable. I don't know. Doshin's going to go for a trip. Let's watch it again. Yep. Got him right in the shin. Hard to argue that one. Hens back on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning. At DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 15, Luke Doshin. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 18 seconds in the third period. Doshin 2 for tripping at 13:18. Twombly up the middle. Tails couldn't continue the momentum to an offside Carson Ediger. So the Cardinals pull back. 2-on-2 taken away as Lindell got tied up with early at the line. Hens clear again. 5.5 to go in regulation. Delaware's got a 4-0 lead over Concordia of Ann Arbor. The Cardinals in their final season of existence, as the institution, as we understand it, is closing their doors at the end of the academic year. Still, they're icing a full team. And after sweeping Oakland their opening weekend, they've met a stern match in the first state. In the first half of this weekend's series, they'll try to reset and regroup and do it again tomorrow. With an 8:30 start time for the second half of the season opening 2-game set for the Blue Hens. Delaware back to full strength, 4:30 to go. In the third period, Hens have got a 4-0 lead. And an odd man rush. Here's Rodriguez flipping the puck across ice. Tanner Mahoney fans on it belt high. Panapresso below the cage to Mahoney. Back to Panapresso. He flips this back to Tanner Mahoney. Dot-to-dot feed. Evades the reach of Justin Guelph. He chases it down at the goal line extended after it ricocheted off the far corner boards. Guelph pulls back, tries to shoot through traffic. Looks like the puck caught the leg of Jackson Blau, clogging up the slot area there. Lanky defenseman heading off for Concordia. Fresh legs on, at least as far as the D pairing is concerned, as play migrates back into the Delaware end. Final 4 minutes. This is Will Gould. Gould up the right dots, takes his time, faked the shot under pressure from Eaton. Instead, he caroms the puck behind the net. Twombly plays it up the far side. It skitters back to center, where Gould, trailing back toward his own bench for a change, keeps play in the neutral zone. Here's Eric Mark with time and space right side. One-timer Tommy Tracy got good contact on the puck, but it knuckled over the crossbar. Derek Hebner trying to stick handle his way out of the zone to no avail. Low, Berg cutting to the net. The headman pass wasn't there. Diaz slowed up in the near corner. Puck rolls to the far side. McCarthy Clark takes a shoulder from Tracy in the far corner as Berg holds the zone. This is Diaz to Eric Mark. He and Andrew Lowe switch positions. Lowe winds up. Man, has he got a rocket on him. But another glove save from Nolan Foster keeps this a 4-0 hockey game with 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go before a healthy Fred Rust Arena crowd. Again, looking at what's to come the rest of the weekend here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Saturday, Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens take on Concordia Ann Arbor again. Game time 8:30 p.m., airtime 8:15 p.m., all times Eastern. On Sunday, the Delaware women, who are playing at Westchester tonight after a 15-0 drubbing of the Golden Rams on Sunday. The women will be back home this upcoming Sunday to host the midshipmen of the United States Naval Academy. Game time 1:15 p.m., airtime 1 p.m., Eastern time 10 a.m. for those of you joining us from the West Coast. As this game winds to its final 2 minutes and change, we thank the crew. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. This shot from Guido never made it. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our videographer this evening is Lucas Menard. Our production assistant is the stat man Eli Swope. Oliver King giving us a hand behind the scenes with the facts and figures as well. We love you, Kinger. Final 100. Doshin surrounded by a pair of Cardinal back checkers. Gives the puck away. Tails could not clear. The shot from Guido from the high slot was off its mark altogether. Final 85. DeBolt stripped of the puck as the physicality ramps up from the Cardinals' perspective. A frustrating way to go down after an 11-hour bus ride. Stretched longer than that even. And they had to come off the bus and effectively right onto the ice. We'll do it all again tomorrow as the final minute of the game is upon us. And the Hens will just try to protect this 4-0 lead. Keep the puck out of their zone as best as possible. Muley gets this to Infanger. Alex wants a second point. Not to be. Final 25. The breakout pass to Catone was broken up by Infanger. Final 3 seconds. Hens Nation applauds. And the Delaware Blue Hens take their home opener 4-0 over Concordia. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 4, Concordia Ann Arbor 0. Final shots on goal, Delaware 36, Concordia Ann Arbor 12. Fans, it's time for the 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Tonight's third star with 2 assists, number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Tonight's second star with a 12-save shutout for your Delaware Blue Hens, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. And the number 1 star of the game with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 21, Justin Guelph. So an opening night win sets the tone for the Blue Hens. A goal and an assist from Justin Guelph. A pair of assists from Tanner Mahoney. And Jacob Snellenberg with an even dozen saves. Strong start for the Blue Hens. Lots of positives for the home team. They'll look to double up on the Cardinals tomorrow. Game time 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on the air at 8:15 for pregame coverage. For the whole crew, from Fred Rust Arena, for MJR, for Eli, for Lucas, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. We'll see you again tomorrow here on the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Log. Good night.